Hey, what's going on guys, Khraze here, welcome back to The Last of Us Part 2 again, and today let's take a look at some more easy to miss items that you're definitely going to want to get your hands on as early as possible in the game. In this video I want to focus on all of the 4 holsters that you can get both for Abby as well as Ellie, and you would be surprised just how useful these can be, since just like in the previous game they give you quick access to all of your weapons in the weapon menu. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this video, it would be super awesome if you did that, and let's jump right into it. By the way, there's still time to take part in the June giveaways if you haven't already. They are for any 2020 game on any platform. The winner can choose both the game as well as the platform he or she may play it on, and of course the second one is also going to be in partnership with Instant Gaming, so also a huge shout out to them for actually making this possible. But again, all of the links and everything you need to know about these are in the description box down below as well as in the pinned comment. Let's begin with the first holster that you can get for Ellie as early as the chapter in downtown Seattle, and basically you're going to have to find it in this pet shop right here called Barco's, but unfortunately at first you're not going to have the keys that are useful to open up the door on the side, so you will need some keys for that, which is why I've provided this map right here. One of them is for a different shop on the top center portion of the map that holds the keys, and the one in the center is basically the pet shop on the main street right next to the courthouse. But first head over to that coffee shop I was talking about, and you're going to want to break down the window and enter it. You will have to go all the way into the back of the shop up until you reach the bathroom, open the door, but be careful because there's going to be an infected that's waiting to ambush you. Just take care of it really quickly and then head over to the very last sink on the wall that's facing you, and here is where you will find a pair of keys needed to open up that pet store. So once that's done, go back to the main street again to Barco's and go by the side of the building with the white door that was previously closed. Use the keys and open up the WLF outpost that, by the way, is also filled with resources, so you should definitely go ahead and take everything you can inside, but then also travel to the room in the back because that's the one that holds the holster, and it's going to be on this very desk right here. Now do keep in mind that it's all random. For me it was the long guns version of it, but other people have gone the short guns version of it, so it can be either of these, and I don't think there's any dependencies. It's all random, so whatever you get first, you're going to get the second one in the second portion of this video. This of course brings us to the second holster that you can find for Ellie, of course also quite early on. This is going to be in the Hillcrest chapter, also in Seattle. It's going to be day 2 here basically, but eventually you're going to reach this building, and once you exit it you're going to see that there's a liquor store right in front of you. This is basically the landmark that you have to keep in mind, and you're going to want to head over to your left up until you see this tattoo parlor right here, and you're going to want to enter the tattoo parlor and go all the way up in the back. You're going to see that the door in the back is opened and you're going to reach an alleyway. Now in this alleyway you're going to see that there's a fence, and behind that fence there's a trash bin that blocks a door, and you're going to want to go ahead and take that trash bin from there and open up the door. Do be mindful of the fact that there's a handful of infected inside, so maybe carry like a Molotov or maybe even a shotgun to take care of them quickly. But once you're done with that, you're going to see that there is this safe right here. Now the safe lock is going to be 308265. You can find it in the vicinity of this shop. It's going to be in one kitchen in one of the different shops, but basically once that's done, congratulations, you just got the second holster, the different one that you didn't get in the previous section that I was talking about. And this basically concludes the part for Ellie. Anyway, let's move over to Abby. She also has a couple of holsters that she can use. Of course all of these have different locations you can get them in, but these are the earliest you can find them. So the first one is going to be in the chapter called On Foot. Eventually you're going to reach this gate right here, and you're going to see a truck that kind of also acts like a shrine for the Seraphite. Now ignore the truck and actually head over to the building on the right side of the truck, because here is where you're going to be able to enter it, and there's going to be a room in the back, the one with the brown door. So open it up, and on the very desk in front of you is where you'll be able to find your first holster. Again, just like in the previous case, I found found the long arms version first, and then the second one that I found was for the short guns version. But again, this is all random and it depends which one you find first. Now this brings us to the very last holster on the list, also for Abby, and this is going to be in the chapter called The Coast. Eventually you're going to escape a bunch of seraphites. Of course, you're also going to run through some zombies in the woods, but eventually you're going to reach this section of the map and you're going to see that there is a building called WPL, or at the very least there's a WPL sign of it. So you're going to want to enter the building. On the side of it, you're going to know that you're in the right building if you also see a workbench as soon as you enter it. And you're going to want to take the first exit to the right in the building, and here is where you will see this very trailer inside of it. And it's inside this trailer that you're going to see a desk that also holds the very last holster that you're going to need to get. So go inside of it, take the holster from the desk, and congratulations, you now have all of the holsters in The Last of Us Part 2, which means you're going to have an easier time to quick switch to all of your other weapons. Now, just like I've said in the previous videos, this isn't just one location you can find many of these items in. As a matter of fact, you can find them in different locations, and even if you miss them, you can find them somewhere else. Like for example, the first time I played, I missed this portion of the map and didn't get the last holster for Abby at this stage, but I was able to find it in the Descent chapter later on when I was climbing with Lev one of these bases of the Seraphites, and eventually you're going to reach this shrine right here, and the holster in my case was awaiting for me on this very desk, so it was almost impossible to miss at this point. Again, eventually the game is going to make things very obvious for you, so it's really hard to miss them eventually, but if you want to like get them earlier and have an advantage, this is the best route that you can take. Anyway, this is it with the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.